Hello and welcome to another Minecraft video. In this video we'll be covering a very simple, completely redstone hopper based super smelter. So this is the design. It's fully expandable all the way up to 15 signal strength of redstone, and it really does just pump out some ores or glass that you might be smelting or need for a project. Okay, so to start this off, we'll do a really quick tutorial. So for this, you're going to want to start off with a row of 8 hoppers, just one above where you want the bottom level to be, and it can really be anything from like 4 to 15. Just know that if you go much above 6, you might get a skipped hopper, which means that one of the furnaces isn't going to work. So there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, next thing you want to do is you're going to want to point hoppers into the back of all these furnaces. That means that any item that goes into them will actually go into the fuel slot of the furnace. Next, you're going to need some blocks. I'm just going to use iron. You can use whatever you'd like though. And put a temporary block right there, so then you can face all of your hoppers facing into that block. So they should all be going across the hoppers facing into the fuel slot from left to right. Now at the back here, you're going to want to place a block, kitty corner with this right next to this. So now take a comparator output from that, run that into a block with a redstone torch and a repeater. So the reason we're doing this is because once one item gets to the end of this, all of these hoppers will unlock and let one item pass into the furnace, into its applied furnace. So right now all the hoppers are locked, and anytime an item gets down here, there will be one in each of these hoppers. This will unlock, there will be one in each of these, which will then put it into these furnaces. So all these furnaces should have the exact same amount of fuel. So if we grab a chest right here real quick and then throw down a double one there. Now if we get some sand, or actually coal, since this is our fuel slot, let's take some coal. This could be anything of your choice. I'm just using coal because that's kind of a standard fuel. Throw a whole bunch in it. Now you should see that they should be starting to come out one at a time. Now when it gets to the end, that should power briefly. Now all of these should have 1 coal, and now when that powers again, they should all have 2, and so on and so forth. So that is the fuel system all done and dusted. Now we are going to do the glass or the ore system. So then again, you're going to want one hopper pointing into the top of each of these furnaces, because when it points into the top, that means that's where the ore, the thing to be smelted, actually goes. So you're going to put a row of these here. Then again, you're going to put a temp block right there with hoppers facing into that block. Now you're going to go one over so you can put your input chest for your item to be smelted. Now break that temp block. You're going to want to take a comparator output from that hopper, run it into a block with a redstone torch on the side of it, repeater, and then a row of redstone dust right here. So now, just like on this side, these hoppers will be automatically locked until an item goes in there. So let's grab some sand and give it a quick tester. So we'll throw in a whole bunch of sand in there. Now that should begin to funnel out into here. Once that blinks, now all these furnaces should turn on simultaneously right now. And now see what I mean by how if you have like 4 or more, 6 or more, you sometimes get a skipped furnace. That's just because this hopper is being skipped when an item's going into it. That, I have no idea why. I'm not really sure how to fix it. But, okay, now for the collection system. You're going to want to put a double chest or whatever storage you want down there, and then throw hoppers into that chest running along underneath the furnaces. Because whenever there's a hopper underneath the furnace, it actually takes the smelted item from it. Okay, so now with that all done, that is your entire super smelter complete. So now you should see that we should have glass coming in 7s, so it's at 28. So then we should be at 35 when the next batch comes in. Should be any second now. Great. 35 exactly. So this is going to just keep pumping and pumping out glass, and if you have this in your base area, you can get a whole lot of glass or a whole lot of iron or whatever you're smelting really quite quickly. So now let's say this just isn't enough. You want more. You're building a giant base that has tons of glass. Well, you're going to need more than just 7 furnaces working at one time. Well, one option is to extend this all the way to 15. Well, let's say you need even more. Well, you'd have to split it into multiple furnace arrays since the max signal strength is 15, and once it goes past 15, it's not going to work. The way you do that is using this system right here. So you could have a double chest with 2 hoppers underneath it. If you fill this double chest with sand or coal or whatever you're using, it will split evenly into these 2 hoppers. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.